Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope everyone's doing great today. Today I want to quickly discuss two things. I want to try to kill two birds with one stone. First of all, I want to talk about the Christmas in July hop slash collaboration. It's really a collaboration, but it will be a hop for any of your viewers. So if you make videos, or if you have an Instagram account, or if you have a Facebook group, myself and Ruth Inkwell, we welcome you. And what we'll be doing every Sunday in the month of July is posting our Christmas creations. So, for example, if I were to take this piece of paper, and let's just say these were some type of holly leaves, and I drew little berries on, and put Merry Christmas, and I posted this on Sunday. That would be considered my Christmas in July creation. If you're interested, if you want more details, please feel free to email myself or Ruth Inkwell, and I will refer you all back to the original video that I created as well as to Ruth Inkwell original video. It's going to be a fun way to just have some fun and create Christmas themed items so you don't have to really rush in the month of December or November. Now, you may be wondering, if you have a limited time, how are you going to get your videos posted on Sunday? What I plan to do personally is make my video during the week and post it on Sunday, because you all know that I have very limited time to myself. So I don't have time to do my work on Sunday and post on Sunday. I try to do some things before the due date. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email myself or Ruth Inkwell. We are going to be kind of the people heading it up, but if you have questions, you have ideas, you want input, please just email us. Okay, so now that that's over, the business is over. Now it's time for some craziness, some fun. I just want to quickly come on and share with you this paper pad, which I'm quite sure you all have seen before. It's me and my big ideas. It's a Christmas themed, and I thought this would be very fitting since it is Christmas in July that I was talking about. And I'm going to show you the paper. The paper is very pretty. Right here where it has cheer, this is glittered on. This right here has some glitter on it as well. And right here across the bottom, this Merry Christmas was there. And a lot of other pages have glitter on it. I got this in the clearance section, and some of the pages on this side were torn, and this little sticky tab was stuck to paper. And it's no big deal because I'm going to share with you all what I did. So yesterday, as you can see, I've almost taken out all these pages. And what I've done is I have a swap that I'm going to be in where I have to send cards and a few other things. So what I wanted to do is I just wanted to take this paper pad and put it down to a working size. So what I've done is I've taken pages and I've cut some of them out for A2 cards. I've cut some of them out for different projects that I know that I'll be working on, especially since we're doing Christmas in July, and all of this is Christmas related, except for like this right here, this writing. You may not be able to see it that well, but it's not Christmas related at all, or it doesn't have to be Christmas related. I like this because I like word paper that I could try and pile up to create ephemera. These black pages, this black cardstock, doesn't need to be used for Christmas themed items, even though this is a Christmas pad. Again, so those are the things that I did with that. I also took a circle punch and I punched out circles because you can definitely do things with this. You know, if you have children around when you're creating your Christmas projects, you can definitely take those, put little googly eyes. You can even use the back to make a snowman, you know. Attach 3 pieces or make one size smaller, put in some little orange for his nose, throwing him a hat, and you have a snowman with some arms. So that's really cool. And also like this right here, this is glitter, but it's not, you can't feel it's not textured, but it's glitter on here. So you don't need to use this for Christmas unless you have a black and gold themed Christmas. You can do that. And this said peace on earth. So what I did was I just cut this apart because I'm not a scrapbooker in the sense of making a scrapbook album or scrapbook layouts, but you can definitely see the potential in this paper pad to do whatever you want to do with this. Like this says Peace on Earth, so you may want to do something for Earth Day later on. Here you go. You know, you can take this circle, you can leave it over here like this, or turn it over, draw the earth on there, and there you have it. You can do something like that. You can also take this one, and this just said cheer, and it was across the entire bottom, and I cut off the rest of the R, the cursive part of the R, and just put cheer. So, you know, cheer could be anything. You can definitely put this on some type of paper project, and it would look perfectly fine. Also on this one, it was a black sheet of paper where it says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." This in itself can be with something. You can put this in a loan card. You know, you can even attach this to the front, and this can be a money card. You can put money in there, or a gift card, since that's the way of the world now. It's just a lot of things that you could do with this paper. And what I didn't want to do, I think I'm going to do this with a few more of my paper pads. So this was white, and it had something on it. Nothing much, just these little circles. And what I did is I just cut it down in various sizes, and I tried to cut it as straight as possible, but we all know how that goes. I just want to share with you a few more things. So this right here, this is my scrap. These are scrap pieces, so I don't have any plans for this, but I cut them down so they could fit in this Ziploc bag. Whereas these pieces right here, I definitely know what I want to do with these, and I want to create some ephemera with those. So I definitely want to create some ephemera, cut this in half, maybe stamp some sentiments on that, and add it to some other projects. Take this little bird that I punched out with the Martha Stewart punch, which I don't like it because it's patterned. Some things look better plain like this, but you could definitely put it on here. Or you could take that Peace on Earth. You can put this little bird on there because everyone thinks that doves and peace go together. Or you can put some olives in there, in her mouth or his mouth, and there you go. So these are the different cards pieces, and they look totally different now that they're cut smaller and more manageable. This also has some some glitter. You hear it, verses right there. So it's textured on there. You can definitely do stuff with that. Again, stamp some sentiments out on it. And these are the same. It was 3 or 4 different colors, but the patterns were the same. But this has no glitter at all because it has color in it. I really like this one a lot. So what I think I'm going to do is put this on the front of a card or inside of a card. You know, do some layering, because that's what our card swap is going to be about, is some layering. I also just played around with some of my punches because I had recently bought some punches from a D-stash, and I'm very disappointed to say that they don't all work, even though they were quote unquote new. So now I have to contact the company and see what's going on and if I can get a new punch. So these are some snowflakes that I got. These are the Martha Stewart snowflakes. And these are so intricate when you're cutting them out that you have to be very, very careful. But again, snowflakes, different colors, you know, because not everybody you swap with or do exchanges with is a traditional green Christmas tree, white snow type of person. Some people have all black Christmas trees. Some people like blue Christmas trees. It's just a random thing that a lot of people are into. I cut this out, and this is supposed to be like a name tape, but I think this looks like candy. So definitely looks like a peppermint in my opinion. So you can definitely put, you know, sweet something on there, sweets for the sweet or something like that. And right here is where it looks like peppermint because it has this detailing in there, in my opinion. I also did some oval punching with some extra scraps that I had from cutting the paper up. And I used this again because I want to try to use all of the paper. I want to just try to see if I couldn't just get this paper pad down to something that's more manageable for myself. And then here was one piece, a 12 by 12, all of it's 12 by 12 of course, that was like this. And I just cut it down so that these corners, or even you can put it in the bottom, will be the focal point of something similar, or you can just put it just like that as in a big diamond. So with some pieces like that, 2 pieces, and I just cut those down. And here's some more, and this has glitter on there and it's plain. So you could definitely just put this on a card like this or like that, however you choose to. But these are just some ideas that I was having, and because I can't craft when my little roommate's awake. He does allow me to make grease, and he allows me to cut paper because he thinks that he can cut paper now. He knows how to slide the paper cutter back and forth, so I have to be very careful not to leave that in his view. I don't want him slicing his finger. So these are all of the paper that was one page, and in the middle it had just the plain writing, and I figured I could do that. And then I had never really played around with my edge, the edge cutter. I think that's what it's called. But I thought this was really cool. So what I thought about doing it, I just wanted, this is a scrap that I tested out, and it turned out really well. I could follow those directions well, but I think that it probably would look decent on top of something like that, maybe. Or even if I took a circle and did this edge punch on there and just placed it on top of something, I thought that would be very cool. So this is all I have to share with you today. I just wanted to come on and share with you about the Christmas in July. I also wanted to come on and share with you how I took out one paper pad in a day by just cutting. I am such a slow crafter that it took me almost literally all day to cut these papers out because I wanted to make sure that I was meticulous with what I did, and I tried to pay very, very close attention to how I cut the papers because I want to make sure that, okay, so this says Mary, and that's what those little dots were. I wanted to pay very close attention to what I was doing, and I did not get a chance to cut these out, the cut aparts, but now that I have a circle punch, I can just go in and cut those out. I wish I had a tag punch that size, but I don't. I think I may have one this size, but I'm not sure. I don't like fussy cutting at all. I am definitely going to have to save up some money to get a brother scan and cut because I do enjoy stamping images, but I don't like fussy cutting them out. The ones that I don't have dies to, and I think that with me not having a job soon, money will be extra tight as it already is. So I'm definitely going to have to use what I have. I don't like calling it a stash because it seems like I'm hiding something. I'm definitely not hiding any of my tools. That's why I always call them craft tools. But the stuff that I don't use is just taking up space. And I want to see if I could just cut this pad down to not take up space because I do want to use it for Christmas in July as well as doing some Christmas projects for swaps because I'm quite sure those things will be coming up fairly quickly right after October. You don't see a lot of people doing Thanksgiving swaps, but you see a lot of Christmas swaps. So again, this is the heart punch that I was able to get, and it's a garland punch, and you just put it on here like that and you attach it. These little hearts look like they have arms to me. One is missing. I wish that was a way you could do this. You probably can, and then you could do something like that and it could be a hug. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking about. And then so I've taken just about all of the pieces out, and this one says Christmas, so this was one word. It said Merry Christmas, and I just cut it apart because maybe I don't want to put Merry on here. Maybe I want to put cheerful or cheery Christmas or something like that, or Merry Cheer, something, something different. Doesn't have to make sense all the time, but it will when you put it together. Even with this little bird on here, there you go. Now you have this really cool sentiment you can put on a card, a long card if you like, or a flip up card that's a little bit long, and you can do that. Even this right here, and now you have some pieces of art, and I'm dropping pieces out of my little bag. But overall, that's just what I want to share with you all. I really hope that you inquire about the Christmas in July Hop collaboration. It's going to be a lot of fun. Even if not a lot of people join in, it's still going to be a lot of fun for the people that are participating to create things, and that way we can knock one thing off our Christmas to-do list, and all we have to worry about is not burning the turkey or the ham. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, an amazing week, an awesome month, and I hope your year is shaping up to be the best year ever. Happy crafting.